Hello and welcome to yet another VDH episode from the VDH Magic Homebrew crew, or something like that. We are back with another Crew and Goo episode. No theme tonight, just Magical Gathering Commander format.
Theme tonight.
Tonight's theme is homebrewed decks.
5-card
Holla! 5-card Teej again. Chanel, you have won the roll-off.
Certainly did. I brought my Assembly Worker Tribal, aka Belisarius Cawl. I played him once. I felt like he was going to win and then didn't, and then I don't remember the rest of that game, but I think he's going to win this time. That is my assessment. So, we're going to lead off just to prove it is in fact an Assembly Worker Tribal.
Wait, no one has turned 0 plays.
No.
Chris, go ahead.
Okay, Mishra's Factory. Taps for colorless. I can pay 1 to turn it into a 2/2 Assembly Worker, or I can tap it to give target Assembly Worker +1/+1 until the end of the turn. Pass to Nelson.
All right, I brought back Xyris, the Writhing Storm. This is my Xyris Take the Wheel deck, where we're all getting extra manas and cards, and hopefully wheeling, so it's even more cards and more snicks for me. So,
I like this.
He's a 3/5 flyer. Whenever an opponent draws a card except the first one they draw, in each of their draw steps, create a 1/1 green snake creature token. Whenever Xyris deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each draw that many cards. I will draw for turn. I will play this Molten Tributary, which is new, and enters the battlefield tap. It's one of those new dual basics. Real dope. Go ahead, Chris.
New dual basics.
All right, I am running my Saga Tribal deck, all new and tweaked, with a new commander for this deck. It used to be King Kenrith. Every game with this deck kind of degenerated into just Kenrith taking the wheel and winning, and I wanted to choose a commander that would let the sagas shine a little more, so I switched it to
This fucking guy and his copyright infringement here.
Go-Shintai.
Next thing he's going to say is Go-Shintai take the wheel. Yeah, I mean, come on.
So I will draw for the turn, play Command Tower, and pass to Teej.
A country music lawyer somewhere drafting up legal documents against you.
What up, Hive Mind? It's your boy Teej. And tonight I am playing Oros the Avenger. This is my Avengers deck. Chock full of Planeswalkers. A couple months ago or so, give or take, I made a lot of tweaks to this deck and then played it because I was really super excited and didn't see a goddamn new card. And I want to see those new cards. I want to see it in play because I'm real excited about this version of the deck. So I'm bringing it back. Once again, I had to mulligan down to 5 cards because all my friends suck at it. They're just cutting. They hate me. I don't know why.
It's a strategy to slow you down.
Yeah.
Wheels guy over there.
Yeah.
Wheelie wheelie, legs no feely.
I got you, fam.
I feel good about this, and I actually feel okay about this opening hand, so we'll see what happens. I will draw. My turn 1 play will be an isolated chap. Tapped. Pass turn.
Isolated tapple.
Here's the thing. My brain shut off for a second, but years and years ago, when I was living in Madison,
Magic player.
We would refer to this as ISO chap. So I said isolated chap and then just stopped talking.
You should be an isolated chap.
I should be.
Island will be my land for the turn, and we will roll down a Mine Worker. 2/1 Assembly Worker. I can tap it to gain a life. If I control Power Plant Worker and Tower Worker, gain 3 life instead. You fuckers are on a reverse clock, where I just keep gaining life each turn. Go, Nelson.
All right. Untap, upkeep, and draw for turn. I'm going to play this Bark Channel Pathway. Then I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to cast an Arcane Signet, and then I'm going to pass the turn to you, Chris.
I could have used one of those right about now.
Draw
for the turn.
I'm like, which art is that? But that's
Baldur's Gate.
Boulders, yeah.
I'll play a Karn's Bastion, and I will pass the turn.
One of these bears. Which chap you going with this time, buddy?
These snow-covered plains.
I'm not your chap, pal.
And I will play a Boros Signet. Pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, drawer. Land for the turn, plains. I already forgot what this deck is supposed to do, but we're fine.
We'll learn together.
Yes. Sword of the Animist. We are going to go to combat and swing at Chris for 2. But we're going to Mishra's Factory to give him Assembly Worker +1/+1. So you're taking 3.
37.
Go ahead, Nelson.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. I'm going to play an island as my land for the turn. Then I'm going to pay 2. And I'm going to cast Altar of Dementia.
Oof.
I can sack a creature, and target player puts a number of cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power from the top of their library into their graveyard.
Uh-oh.
Deep into the yad.
Right in the yad. Fucking Jostins. Go ahead, Chris.
Draw. Excuse me.
Sorry, guys.
Raisin.
I broke Chris.
Raisin in my throat. Arcane Signet. Pass the siege.
Oh, you said you wanted one of those. Worked well for
What's
me.
that? Draw. Why does this keep happening to me?
Ask
I
myself
will
that
play
shit every day.
Caves of Quailos. And remember all that talk about never seeing brand new cards?
It continues.
Nope.
I was going to say, Caves of Coilos ain't it?
Yeah.
Cadric, Soul Kindler.
Hey.
4/3 Dwarf Wizard. The legend rule doesn't apply to tokens I control. Whenever another non-token legendary permanent enters the battlefield under my control, I may pay 1. If I do, I create a token that's a copy of it. That token gains haste, and I sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step.
Well, that thing's got to die.
Pass turn.
Okay.
Too much text. Don't want to read. Kill it.
Here's a fun fact. If you keep building new decks like every other week, you get to see new cards constantly.
It's a smart play.
Is it?
I don't know.
Land for the turn will be Mana Confluence.
I'm in love with most of my decks, though.
I'm in love with a streamer.
Plus, this one is Jason Momoa on it.
I'm going to move to equip Sword of the Animist onto the Mine Horka.
No one's that straight.
Correct. Given the opportunity. Yes. Nelson, I'm going to declare my intent to attack you.
Yep.
I'm swinging for 3. I have an attack trigger,
As it were.
which will be to grab a Lande.
Does he have a pendant? It's got 5 prongs.
It's a special trident with 2 guiding prongs.
Pendant.
Yeah.
Sure. Just for that, Nelson, I'm going to give my assembly worker +1/+1 before damage.
But Tej is the one being weird.
I
Okay,
said
so I take
pendant.
4. Yep.
I didn't get to the
36.
part where I was going to say pendant me, daddy.
Cool.
God, that's hot.
I'm going to pass my turn and Tej's turn.
You can't do that.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn. I'm going to play an island as my land for the turn. I'm going to pay... Oh, we're going to pay 2, and I'm going to cast this beautiful Sylvan Library. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah.
Untap.
Yeah.
Draw.
That is correct.
God. I don't want to do that either.
Then don't.
Three mana.
Tej wants bottle of whiskey.
Setessan Champion.
Yes.
As does Chris.
Chris wants.
Then I will pass to Teach.
Nelson, whiskey.
I just bought 3 bottles, so...
I want that bottle of whiskey and the creme liqueur. Becker really likes it.
Where's that from? Nashville? Or no, is it Kentucky or is it from Tennessee?
The stuff I'm ordering is from No, it's... Yeah, it's from Tennessee.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I played a Kern's Bastion too, by the way.
Oh.
2 cards Bastions! That's the same!
Raisin! Raisin! Here!
I'm sorry, I didn't know I was going to kill you. I will cast Tavish Zat. Doom
Nice.
of Fools.
Shit, I'm a fool.
Doom.
It's my doom.
I will +2 Tevish Zot to create 2/0/1 Thralls. And I will pass turn.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, Dragon.
He's in a deck I'm working on.
He's in the deck I have.
Oh, touche.
He's in a battlefield you have. Land for the turn will be a Darkar Wastes. We will... Chris, what do you have for a creature?
A 1/3.
Champion.
A 1/3. I'm going to go to combat and swing at you with a 3/2. Or a swing trigger. I get a land.
Taking 3. 34.
Fix and then cut.
Yeah, I'm breaking it.
We'll see.
It was like this when I found it. Can't help. Second mate. We'll pay 4 and throw down Belisarius Cawl. He has 2 abilities that require him to tap. The first one is tap him and then tap 2 untapped artifacts I control to create a 2/2 white Astartes Warrior creature token with Vigilance. And then the other one is tap X untapped creatures I control to look at the top X cards of my library. I may reveal an artifact card from amongst them and put it into my hand. Put the rest on the bottom of my library in a random order. We will also then throw down a Merchant's Dockhand, which has a very similar ability. Pay 4, tap it, tap X untapped artifacts I control to look at the top X cards of my library. Put one of them into my hand and the rest on the bottom of my library in any order. Go, Nelson.
All right. Let's see. Draw 3. 2 from library. 1 for turn. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna put this one, and actually, I'm gonna put this one back as well. So I'm gonna put 2 back. Not taking any damage. Oops,
This one and another one and a third one to gain 4 life.
I'm gonna play a training center as my land for the turn. 1, 2, 3.
Stop
4, 5,
eating
6.
fucking raisins if you don't know how.
Yeah. Jesus Lord.
Sorry. Same raisin stuck in my throat. One fucking raisin.
No, wait, it'd have to be your raisin.
No raisin.
Welcome to Raisin.
I'm gonna pay 5 for a primal vigor. Pass turn to you, Chris.
What's Primal Vigor do again?
Oh,
If one or more tokens we put onto the battlefield, twice that many of those tokens are put on the battlefield instead. If one or more +1/+1 counters we place on a creature, twice that many are placed on that creature.
For
instead.
you or for everybody?
For everybody. It's a global effect.
maybe.
So that
Yeah.
helps Tij's legendary friend.
That also helps Belisarius Cawl,
Yes,
who
it
pumps
does.
out Astartes.
Astartes.
They're space marines. You're supposed to respect them. Sorry.
Thank you.
Some
You're
of them are 10,000-year-old genetically modified super soldiers in power armor.
So I'm a Frailes. First chapter. Until your next turn, creatures you control gain tap to add 1 mana of any color. Triggers my Setessan Champion. +1/+1 counter, and I draw a card. No, who needs lands?
Me, that's why I run Sword of the Animus and just keep pumping them out.
I had 2 in my opening hand and have not drawn one since.
How'd you have 2 Sword of the Animus in your opening hand?
Secrets.
Fucking cheater.
Sanctum Weaver.
Same way as Gemstone Caverns every goddamn game.
2 games ever.
Both on camera here. Suspicious?
Alright, discarding down to hand size.
Less suspicious. Or more suspicious.
He might be telling the truth.
Pass turn.
Untap. Draw. I will +1 Tevish Zot. I will sacrifice a throw to draw 2 cards. Goodbye, throw. Not completely useless.
Okay, so he can double legendary tokens for 1.
Correct.
Okay.
I will cast Elspeth Tyrrell. And I will -2 Elspeth to put 6 1/1 white soldier creature tokens onto the battlefield.
Gross.
Thank
You did this
Nelson.
to us, Nelson.
And I will end my turn.
Okay, that is a hell of a thing. Untap. Upkeep. Drawer. Not enough there. So we will pay. Oh, we will pay 5 for Mishra's Self-Replicator. It's a 2/2. Whenever I cast a historic spell, I may pay 1. If I do, create a token. That's a copy of Mishra's Self-Replicator. Artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are historic. Chris, what do you have for untapped creatures?
Was 0/2.
Nelson has 2 more life than you, though. So we will go to combat and swing at Nelson for 3.
Yep,
It'll
33.
land, ETBs tapped. We'll alternate back to a white. And we will pass.
Alright. I will untap. Upkeep on my draw step. Sylvan Library will trigger. I'll look at the top 3. Oh man, I don't know what to do here. I want to get these cards out of the way. Unfortunately, it has to go on the top of my library. I don't have a top.
Tej Nelson is talking to himself funny. Can you cut my deck?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to take 1.
I hope my cuts
and
are-
take
You did a
4.
horrible
Oros.
fucking job.
Alright. I'm going to play...
Got him.
Mountain is my land for the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 land.
I saw her house, or at least one of her homes, when we were in Rhode Island. Bitch has cash.
I love Judge Judy. The reason I mentioned it, I suppose, in context,
No, that's
Was-
we're good.
I like to listen to Judge Judy episodes at work.
Okay.
'Cause I don't need to watch them, so I can just listen to them.
Ah,
Bop, 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 bop.
And
I'm the boss, applesauce. That's all I got for Judge Judy.
I love Judge Judy.
I'm going to pay 5, and I'm going to
One
cast
guy
Xyris.
in court today got caught
3,
telling
5,
a
5.
lie, and the other guy was like, "Ha! Got him!"
but they take an oath. They
Yeah.
swear a vow.
Alright, I'm
About
going
oaths.
to pass turn to you, Chris. Go ahead.
Untap.
So when do we get card or tokens from you?
Oh, baby.
Whenever I get tokens.
Oh,
whenever
you get 'em,
Whenever,
okay.
whenever you draw a card other than the first you draw in your draw step.
Gotcha.
So then whenever an opponent draws a card,
Except the first one they draw, each of their draw
sorry.
steps, I
The
create a
last
snake
game I
creature
played
token.
against you, you gave us tokens. Now you're giving yourself tokens. I
Correct.
was confused.
Yeah, Grismo gives a play
okay.
to everybody.
That's
Primal
what's
Vigor
up.
doubles your tokens, though. Doubles everyone's
Doubles
tokens.
everyone's, which is why I'm prepping.
Correct.
Weaver of Harmony. Other enchantment creatures you control get +1/+1, and then I can pay a green and tap it to copy target activated or triggered ability I control from an enchantment source. That will be a +1/+1 counter. Draw a card. I could tap that for 2, 3.
I assume that's what you were doing when you were doing whatever Judge Judy thing you were making. But speaking of football
Dun, dun, dun.
music, did I beat the commissioner of our fantasy football league?
Beat him right off.
Oh God, yes.
Beat him off with both hands.
Hell yeah.
He's gonna feel that one as he advances to the playoffs, and I don't.
Oh, this goes up to 2. I'll cast a Brago.
This is my week for fantasy football. I beat the commissioner. I am now advancing to the next round in Blood Bowl. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Feel these cups. They're bone dry.
I am done for the turn.
I will untap.
I will draw.
Hey, you're a thing. A thing I like, even. First thing I will do is +2 Elspeth to gain 1 life for each creature I control. 6, 7, 8. I'm at 48. Next, I will +1 Tevish Zot and sacrifice a Thrall. Why not a Thrall?
Yeah, why would you get rid of the slightly better creatures?
To draw 2 cards.
I will create 4 snakes.
5 mana. I can do that, right?
You should have gotten snakes from me as well.
2.
You drew more than once?
You drew more than one card your turn?
Yes, but when I cast this enchantment, I drew a card as well.
Oh, okay. So then I get 2 more. I'll have 2 more snakes. So I have 6. Where did my
I'm sorry.
marker go?
I was using it to draw.
I will cast a Rakdos Signet. And I will tap you, and you, and you for a Phyrexian Arena.
Oof. You're gonna get so many fucking snakes. Snake pile!
6 snakes on the pile.
I would have called it Snake Pit.
I could give him tar tentacle tokens.
Yeah, you could.
I will pass the turn.
Before the end of your turn, I'm going to activate Belisarius Call's first ability, which is tap him and tap 2 untapped artifacts I control. We'll tap the Sword of the Animist, because it wasn't technically tapped, and the Merchant's Dockhand, and we will create a white 2/2 Vigilant Space Marine, which gives me a second white 2/2 Vigilant Space Marine. I've named them a New Start.
Anus tart!
Thank you.
God, I love Arrested Development.
It's so good. Okay.
That license plate.
Yeah.
Hey, anus tart.
Okay, on tap, upkeep, draw.
New start.
It's a new start.
Fucking Tobias.
Land for the turn will be a plains. We will. Mirror Retriever. When I cast Mirror Retriever, I'm going to pay 1 to create a copy of Mishra's Self-Replicator, which will give me 2 copies of Mishra's Self-Replicator. Then... Can we do more?
You're welcome, boys.
Yes. 3 of those right now. So we will tap these 3 Mishra's Replicators to improvise to pay for 2 for my Foundry assembly worker. When I cast him, I'm going to activate each one of the Mishra's Self-Replicators once, giving me 6 more Mishra's Self-Replicators.
Good gravy.
Do I have more than the snake pile? Not yet, but we'll
You
get
hear
there.
that too? I can hear you. I can see you bobbing your head.
Yeah, no, that's
the rave that's going on outside. Yeah, I get
that
it.
is somebody's very loud fucking car speaker at the corner.
God, Newton gets crazy at 9:15 on a Monday night.
I know. Shit's real. Nelson, pass to you.
I didn't know if it was me or that whiskey or what it was. All right, I will untap, upkeep, draw. I will look at 3.
This is really cool.
Isn't it?
Like, the idea is to get a bunch of, like, these or other similar things, but
Put
to
those
go
2
this
back on
hard
top,
this fast.
Draw this 1.
Ooh, this is a fine tip.
I like fine tip stuffs. It's really
I'm
shitty.
going to play
yet
this
small
Lava
anyway.
Glide Pathway as my land for the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Astral
5, 6,
Glide
7.
Pathway.
That's the one. I'm going to pay 7, and I'm going to cast Vicious Shadows.
Yeah, shit. That looks
Whenever
really
a creature
nice.
is put into a graveyard from play, you may have Vicious Shadows deal damage to target player
that a
equal to the
scroll?
number of cards in
Yes.
that player's hand.
Oh, gross.
Hold on.
That's real
Think
bad.
about scrotums.
No, that's
Vicious
real bad.
Shadows. Whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from play, You may have Vicious Shadows deal damage to target player equal to the number of cards in that player's hand.
Whenever a creature, or whenever one or more creatures?
Whenever a creature.
Ah, shit.
So for each creature you have that dies.
I mean, you have 20 creatures.
I don't, but I only have one card in hand,
I
too.
have a sack outlet, and I've got a bunch of creatures, too.
But that'll deal it to you.
No.
Whenever creatures move to a graveyard from play, you may have Vicious Shadows deal damage to target player equal to the number. Okay, you didn't read target loud enough.
Okay, sorry. Next time I'll yell it.
Okay.
I am going to move to combat, see that there's nothing I want to do right now, and I will pass the turn.
Swinging into bigger fields is a sack outlet.
It is. But so is Altar of Dementia until it gets popped.
Yeah.
Chris. Go ahead, sir. Drawing that Vicious Shadows really changed how I was going to run that turn.
Oh my god.
Big time.
So the trick is to have no cards in hand, so you can't do shit to me.
Yes.
Untap.
Play them out.
Because it's based on the cards in our hand.
Correct. Okay.
Draw.
Damage dealt to you based on the number of cards in your hand.
Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures gain vigilance, trample, and indestructible until end of turn.
Oof. Don't forget Primal Vigor.
Yep. Double the counters. Or +1/+1 counters. Okay.
Yeah. Double the fun.
Double and go.
Yumma dum dum.
This is one of the ones that I guess must not have broke
But got real
in the
close.
parking lot of the gas station. But the cap was off.
It's like, we're thinking about it. Nope. Chris, you got a fat grip.
Not while he's drinking.
Nah, whatever.
Got a fat grip, baby.
Your fingers wrap around it.
Damn,
twice.
baby, that's a fat grip.
God, I wish this would not be as terrible as it is.
Are you gonna board wipe and just fuck everybody?
You shouldn't.
Because don't.
I can't board wipe.
Good.
That would be awesome. Let's end this
Eiffel Tower.
fucking thing right here.
Also, I didn't know how much this whiskey was affecting me until I got up. Just went, oh,
One
okay.
of those.
Looks like I'm sleeping here tonight at my house.
Replicating ring?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll let you sleep on your couch.
Thank you. It's a very comfy couch. Actually, if I'm gonna sleep
Play
on
this
this
for
I'll sleep in
zero.
a chair. That thing reclines fucking.
I've slept in a recliner for the past 3.5 months.
Yeah. Things okay at home?
I have a newborn that won't fucking lay down.
2.
Hope he sees this video someday in the future.
He didn't say yes. I asked him if things were okay at home.
He didn't. That's true.
Gonna play Resourceful Defense.
Oh, it's still his turn.
Whenever a permanent you control leaves the battlefield, if it had counters on it, put those counters on target permanent you control.
Is this your Falco deck? No, you're just being an ass.
But if I get a lot of sagas out, I can just go trigger right down the line. And,
It's an ass.
for 5 mana, move any number of counters from target permanent you control to another target permanent you control.
In response, I'm going to discard this blue card. I'm kidding. I don't have Force Will. There might be one in this deck. I don't remember. But I do not have
blue
one
in your deck.
Card draw.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
true, though. It's
Game
Teamer.
He's
deck.
Teamer.
I'm Ass Xyris.
There's at least one
Mine for the
OG
turn.
counter spell in this deck.
Mardu.
Marduyu.
2.
Mardu your mom.
Satsuki, the Living Lore. 1/3 Human Druid. I can tap it to put a lore counter on each saga I control, only as a sorcery. When it dies, I can return a saga or enchantment creature I control to its owner's hand, or return target saga or enchantment creature you control to its owner's hand, or return target saga from your graveyard to your hand.
In response to him casting his first spell this turn, I should have just sacrificed 4 snakes.
Yep, go back. Put that on top.
Let's rewind it. I have a response to your first spell this turn. My shadows are going to get vicious.
go to combat.
Sacrifice snakes willy-nilly, eh?
T, do you have any flyers?
No flyers.
Yeah. Tavish that. Tavish that.
Kick his ass. Tush that.
I will...
Or can you kill Elspeth before Tavish gets out of hand?
Yeah, I will attack Elspeth for 4.
Bum 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 bum.
That's dead.
Dun 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 dun.
Not what I wanted to do, but...
Well, then why did you do it?
I mean, I appreciate
Because
it.
I had an opportunity to do it.
Crying as he's eliminating the board stage.
So sorry.
I don't want to do this.
Well, I can't trigger Brago by hitting a Planeswalker.
I can't trigger Xyris either.
So leave her alone.
Um,
She ain't hurt nobody.
instead, pass turn.
Instant. Engage.
Untap.
The finished
Upkeep.
part.
I draw a card and lose a life. I draw for turn.
You're gonna see at the back of these says you fucking forgot. Nope, flew.
Do you do things when I draw a...
Not
Second
enough for the
card?
first card.
No, second,
yes,
but he's got
anything,
Phyrexian Arena.
Anything beyond the
You
first
should
card
have
you
two
draw.
more. You should have two more
Hold
snakes.
on,
for
hold
me.
on, hold on, hold on. Whenever opponent draws a card, except for the first one they draw on each of their draw steps. So that was your arena draw.
Yes.
So that's during the upkeep.
I get 2 snakes from you.
You get 2 from me as well.
You drew an extra card.
When I cast the resource.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Okay, I'm gonna leave them over. Well, they don't have summoning sickness won't matter right now. So
They can't block if there's so many things.
not today.
Okay, so yeah, you got one from
Yeah, from the arena, and then he gets the draw for free for turn,
Yeah.
and then anything subsequently I will draw or I will get snakes for.
Yes. He draws, you draw snakes.
I'm going to cast Fracture on Vicious Shadows.
That destroys it, right?
Yep.
How many cards are in your hand?
Let me make sure it destroys it. I've seen you play cards before. Destroy target artifact or planeswalker.
6.
It says in chat.
You have 6 cards in your hand.
Yeah.
6 times 8 is
48.
Did I fuck myself?
Do I just want to kill Teach
You could just kill Teach in response.
you? Yeah, in response,
And keep your fucking.
I'm gonna
vicious
sacrifice.
set.
I'm gonna sacrifice 8 snakes and deal 48 damage to you.
Didn't I ask you if you had a way to sacrifice things willy-nilly, and you just stared at me?
He
I
has
sacrifice
a
it to. Yeah,
He has
I
a
have an
Phyrexian
altar-
altar out.
I
He's
have an
had one
altar of
since like what?
dimension.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
So I'm
Altar
gonna
of Dimension.
sacrifice them all to that.
And you can make somebody mill.
Yeah. So I will.
Can I not do that?
Can you play out your hand? Can you play anything in response to lower the amount of damage? Because it's based on.
Yeah, the amount of cards. In
So,
your hand.
cards in hand as of casting this. 8?
3, 4, 5, 6.
6. Okay, so
So
right
6.
now you're taking
How many
48
snakes do you have?
damage.
I sacrificed.
you
8.
sacrificed
I sacrificed
8 of them.
8. Yes, I have 2 left. I sacrificed 8.
So 8 times the number of cards in your hand when the ability resolves. But it has to be your bowl.
I know what I would do.
I know what I would do, and I hate it, and I hate myself, and all of you,
One with nothing.
especially Becca.
She doesn't have headphones in.
Oh damn!
She's just sitting there reading Outlander, not hurting anyone, and you're being an ass.
And now she's never gonna put them on again, just so
Yeah.
she can hear all T just shit talk. It's
All right.
the first time he's ever done it, I swear.
Generous gift to destroy.
The shadows
The
The
before.
shadows again.
Well, the ability's already on the,
The
stack.
abilities on the
Yeah, the
stack.
abilities on the stack.
Altar of Dementia.
Okay. In response, 2 more snakes being sacrificed to the shadows.
So that's a total of how many things you.
So that was so. It
So
was
10 times the number of cards in your hand.
Yeah, 10 times the number of cards in your
still
hand.
fucking dead.
And I'll have 10 mills
Mills.
because there were 1 mills.
General Mills, though.
Yeah.
Tease that. You
so
saw what he could do.
Each of you mill 5.
No.
In response, I'm going to activate Belisarius Cawl for 1, 2,
Oh shit! Am I gonna die
3,
next turn?
4.
Not all your
No.
tokens.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I'm going to look 12 deep for any artifact I want.
Milling 5. Oh, Enlightened Tutor. Who needs that? Oh, 3 lands. That's cool.
We're going to grab Summoning Station.
Okay, so you targeted the shadows first, right?
Actually,
Altar after.
Targeted Altar of Dementia, and you sacrifice 2 things in response.
Correct.
So I would have lost 10 life. So Altar would die to Generous Gift. You get a 3/3 elephant.
2 3/3 elephants.
Yeah.
2 3/3
Yeah,
elephants.
And Vicious Shadows is still alive because that spell's removed
and then,
from the
yes.
You would die before your spell resolved targeting
Correct,
the Vicious
yeah.
Shadows. So the Altar's gone, but the Vicious Shadows is in play yet.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, but then I still get the 10 triggers, right, from all the sacrificing done before this got blown up. So
Yep.
you each still
Yes.
You each
Yep.
still
I milled 5.
Yep, I milled my 5.
You hit-
The altar's gone. The shadows.
You hit
Okay.
Swords of Plowshares, Authority of the Console, Wormcoil Engine, and 2 lands.
Okay, and I have 2
Cookie
3/3
dough
elephants.
whiskey.
You've got Cookie Dough Whiskey Deck. I'm proud of that one. Shut up.
That was a good joke.
So did you draw that card or did you put it into play?
No, I put it into my hand.
You put it in your
I
hand.
put it in my
Put it in-
hand.
okay, perfect.
I put Summoning Station into my hand.
Yep.
And then I milled 5.
Yep. Okay, just making sure I didn't miss any draws there.
Okay, and then I'm going to draw for my turn.
Yep.
Okay. We're going to cast the Antiquities War.
What do?
When it,
Saga, get him.
yeah, you should know what it is, Mister. I have all the saga tricks.
But it's not a good one. I cut it.
Chapter 1. Look at the top 5 cards of my library. I may reveal an artifact card from among them and put it in my hand to put the rest on my bottom in a random order.
Ooh, can I help?
Can I help? We're gonna grab Unwinding Clock.
Fuck. Oh, Vandal Blast.
Bum, 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 bum. We are going to cast Unwinding Clock, and we're going to activate 1 Mishra's Self Replicator with Mana Confluence. So I will lose a life
Got it.
down to 39. Thank you. And I will get Dose more. Mishra's Doodler-Doos. We will then... We're tapped out mana-wise. We're going to activate Mindworker to gain a life, putting us back to 40. And then we're going to activate Belisarius Cawl and tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 creatures to look at the top 16 cards of my library and grab an artifact.
That's going to be real good with that Unwinding
9,
Clock.
10, 11, 12,
Yeah.
13, 14, 15.
Is that the new Unwinding Clock
16.
too?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a,
that's sweet. I pulled one of those too.
it's a bro war.
That seems pretty abusable. Seems pretty abusable.
Yeah, it does.
We're going to grab Steel Hellkite.
Ah, fuck.
That's a big one.
And then we'll pass to Nelson, and on his untap,
All right.
we'll untap all our
I
artifacts.
will untap, and you will untap all your artifacts. Upkeep, draw. I will look at the top 3.
Except I haven't had any artifact mana production yet, so...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This deck runs like 6 artifact lands.
I'm gonna put these 2 back. Draw this for turn. All right. I'm gonna pay 1, and I'm gonna cast Elixir of Immortality.
You have 2 elephants, no snakes?
I have 2 elephants, no snakes, and a... Well, I do have a snake Leviathan.
Okay,
don't have
but I
any
mean no
tokens.
snake tokens.
Correct, correct. Okay, I will. I'll pass turn to you, Chris.
Before the end of your turn, I'm going to activate Belisarius Call's second ability and look at the top 17 cards.
Jesus.
Grab an artifact.
That's not getting out of hand or anything.
I've only done it twice. That's the first time for 17.
Sound like blue when you do that.
Thank you.
Be Louie. Draw for the turn.
Well, enough. We're not getting anything super busted yet.
This is at 2.
Yeah, we're better off with more mana. Yeah, with more mana. We're going to grab a Gilded Lotus. And then shuffle up the remaining 17, put them underneath.
One. This doesn't tap for mana. This is just junk. 2.
And I'm not drawing cards, so I'm not giving Nelson snakes in the process.
3, 4. Nelson. You're getting 2 colorless spirits from my Forbidden Orchard.
Okay, cool.
What? You're not going to
Thank
give
you,
me
sir.
creatures to dig? With which?
Rite of Bells and Lock.
Ooh, you're gonna get a whole bunch of priests.
4 priests?
Clerics? Priests?
Clerics?
Whatever
They're
they are.
clerics, I think.
Clerics,
Zero,
yeah.
0, 1 clerics.
Then I will pay a green to copy that ability, so I will get 4 of them.
You'll get 8 of them, buddy.
Well, I get
Primal
2.
Vigor.
I get 2.
Yep. And then you copy
yep,
it,
you're right,
another
so
2.
8.
Yeah, so you get 8. I love the art on those cleric tokens.
Use a actual.
Is that McKinnon art?
I was gonna say I can't talk about who drew it
Oh, yeah, that's
because the
fair.
guy's a total d-bag, but yeah, it's sweet art.
There's 8 of these.
Hitler had beautiful landscapes. I don't know.
I
what
was
you're
literally
saying.
just thinking.
I know. Separate the art from the artist, but find nothing good about what Hitler did. It's not that art. I have no flyers.
Fucking Kanye West.
It's ye. And ye should show some
It's
respect.
yay.
Oh, is it yay? I
And
don't-
yay should show some respect.
No,
Yes.
you should show some respect, but not to him or Hitler.
Yes, I will move to combat.
Okay.
4 in the air at you.
In response, I'm going to gain 1 life.
Okay. Then I will, with Brago's trigger,
You still
thank
take the 4.
Oh, I thought it was 3. My bad.
that's 4. I will blink these 2. Triggering Resourceful Defense. When a permanent you control leaves the battlefield, if it had counters on it, put those counters on target permanent you control. I'll move the +1/+1 counters from Weaver of Harmony to Brago. This enters, gets one of these. Up to 10 of those.
You want
You're
one
up
of
to
these?
16.
I'm not doubling it again.
Oh,
So I
okay.
would
So
only
then you get 4. So you're at 12. Yep.
So I'm at 12 of these.
What was that all?
I forgot you doubled it last time.
Triggering Setessan Champion, I draw a card and put 2 counters on it. Alright. Land for the turn is a Wooded Foothills. I'll pay 1 life and crack it. We'll get Triome. One, 2, 4, 5 mana available. Cut.
God, I hope it sucks.
Me too.
I mean, boy can dream.
I will tap this for 5 green. Oops, messing it all up now. Use 3 of it to cast Evolution Sage. Whenever a
Nice.
land enters the battlefield under your control, proliferate. The other 2 I will cast Farseek.
Hey.
I'll search for something again. Grab me something or other. I'm just gonna tick up my replicating ring and pass the turn.
Okay. Before the
Oh, no, you first.
before the end of your turn, I'm going to activate Cawl and look 16 deep.
Really wish I could find an answer for that.
I can do 16. Let's tap him and tap X untapped creatures I control.
Yep, the Master
look at
Machines.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they're different. Okay.
Yes, Master Machines, we all know.
Jetmir's Garden.
That Urza is not an artifact.
So I have a question.
We'll grab Grinding Station.
Never mind. I'll ask my question after,
Okay.
because it may or may not affect what just happened. I'm not sure. And it's my fault for not asking sooner. Okay. Okay. So your response resolves. 1,
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5. I too have a response. Here's my question. So I'm going to be playing Perplexing Test, returning all creature tokens to their owner's hands.
Nice.
So my question is, so it's tap comma tap X. So if I would have played that in response to you activating that, would it have bounced all the tokens before you could pay X because of the comma? Or okay, that's
Because
why I let him just resolve it
the
anyway.
colon is
Okay.
or after.
Yeah,
so, it's,
so I was just
that's a
making sure.
cost I'm
That's
paying.
so that's why I
Yeah.
didn't like say, well, in response to
Okay.
that, I'm going to do this.
So now you're tapping.
now
you're
I'm
bouncing-
returning all creature tokens to their owner's hands.
Okay.
Take
I'm
those
attempting
back,
to-
bastard.
Whatever.
Okay. And then my turn.
Huh?
This was all at
Yeah,
his.
that was on
step.
his end step. Yeah, well, unless he's got something up his sleeve.
Yeah. Do you have any responses to our responses at the end of your turn?
Nope.
Okay.
Response free.
Untap. Upkeep.
the way to be.
No triggers. Draw, and then this goes up. Look at the top 5 cards of my library. Reveal an artifact
Take
card
this up
from
too, I
amongst
guess, when
them.
I proliferated. Oh, this gets double counters from the Primal Vigor, so it's at 4.
With the rest on the bottom.
Only +1/+1 counters on a
Oh,
creature.
just +1/+1. Okay,
Correct.
So 2.
That's not an artifact. So
Yeah, it's not
we'll grab the
doubling,
blasting station. Shuffle those up.
Not that sweet planeswalker synergy and all that other shit.
God, I should. Oh man,
This would have been. The
I
game
could be
to play that
funneling them
Morning
through the resourceful defense
Okay.
and like.
That's true. Yeah, then you
Fucking
could
going
then you
crazy.
could
Dark
counters.
Steel,
But
Citadel.
doesn't it keep
will
the
be my
counters though?
last
If you
turn.
move +1/+1 counters, don't they have to be +1/+1 counters?
It just
We're
moves
gonna-
whatever the type of counters
Gilded
are.
Lotus.
That thing is like-
When
What
I
you're saying
cast
from-
it,
yeah, I
I'm
see
going
what
to
you're
pay
saying,
1 and get 2 Mishra's tokens.
Winding clock can eat it.
I know.
We're going to blasting station. I'm going to cast it. 1, 2, 3. Activate 3 of the Mishras, getting 6 of the Mishras.
Do I have a Force of Vigor in this deck? Because if I don't, I really need to put one in here.
Where are all these wheels we were promised?
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, I could use the extra mana I was told was coming.
Yeah, I could use any of the shit that I thought was coming. Playing a little bit different this time.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, Jason. At least you love me.
We're going to activate Cawl and tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Holy
10, 11,
shit.
12, 13.
I paid no attention to how he just made all those tokens
Yep.
again.
Tej was watching.
I
The
was.
self-assembler.
No, I'm not saying you-
The self-assembler is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dumb
yeah.
thing.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I have a you can cast artifact
Christ, I need
at
a
instant
blasphemous
speed in
act.
this deck?
I know I have
Sure.
a Blasphemous Act in here.
It's not in these 13.
Is that Steel Hellkite still in your hand?
Yes. You wheel away. We'll grab the salvaging station. Let's see, I'm pretty sure I had Shimmermere and the Ori, but I don't think I've seen either of them.
Is that mirror tap for?
Tee. One
Damn, baby,
mana
that's
to
a fat
go.
mirror.
We're gonna pass the turn. Untap our artifacts.
Alright. Untap. Upkeep. On my draw step, library will trigger. Oh my god. I guess I'm just gonna draw one, because I don't want to fucking die. Let's see. I'll play this Timber Crown Pathway as my land for the turn. 2 and 4. I'm going to pay 4, and I'm going to cast Sereth, the Viper's Fang. Other tapped creatures I control have Death Touch. Other untapped creatures I control have Hexproof. I can pay 1 and tap Sereth to untap another target creature or land I control.
That's a sweet utility card.
She's a 3/4. Yeah, she is. I'm going to pay 3, and I'm going to cast Wheel of Misfortune. Each player chooses a number, 0 or greater. Then all players reveal those numbers simultaneously and determine the highest and lowest numbers revealed this way. Wheel of Misfortune deals damage equal to the highest number to each player who chose that number. Each player who didn't choose the lowest number discards their hand, then draws 7 cards.
Okay.
Each player who didn't choose the I always forget.
Lowest number does nothing.
Okay.
Middle number wheels. Highest number takes damage.
Okay. I'm gonna write my number on this card.
It's the top one on this thing.
My number right here.
Oh,
6.
0.
Cool, I wheel.
So
No.
So Chris takes 6 damage.
He doesn't
no.
wheel.
No,
I
I
don't
said
wheel.
I wheel.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle. I
Yeah.
had 3.
He wheels 2.
Yeah.
No, he takes 6 damage.
He wheels 2.
Because it's each player who didn't choose the lowest.
Oh,
discards
okay, you're
their
right.
hand
You're right.
and
So you
draws
take
7.
6 and wheel.
Yes.
Okay. So Chris, I get
27.
14 snakes on the pile.
Cool. Now Nelson wins.
I don't have a sack outlet right now.
Oh, okay, good. I thought you still had that because Tej got eliminated before all the spells resolved.
No, that's the one that got eliminated. The Vicious Shadow
Thank
stayed.
Key Rice.
All right, so draw 7. 1, 2, 3,
Crack
4,
a twisted
5,
tea. The game better not be over yet.
I just drew 7 cards, 6 of which were lands.
Nice.
I like it.
I just noticed that on my turn, all my artifacts become 5/5 creatures
From the fucking
from the Antiquities War. Yeah.
Cool, and I already played a land for the turn. Shit. I really needed another sack outlet, and I didn't find one. All right. Chris, do you have any flyers open? Or Schnell, do you have any flyers?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna swing at you for 3 in the air.
Okay. I'm going to take it.
Okay. We each draw 3 cards.
Ah.
I get 6 more snakes.
Each, like all 3 of us?
No,
Or
me and
just you
Schnell,
2?
the person I
Okay.
dealt damage to.
Okay.
Yeah, you and that player. So okay, so then I get 6 more snakes. So that's 4 more, and 2 is 6 more. Snake pile, 20. Alright, I'm gonna pay 1 and cast a Soul Ring. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cards in hand. Nothing that lets me keep more around. Nothing I can cast right now.
You going to your end step?
Hold on. I'm thinking. Sorry.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Second main, I'm just going to move through it, I think, and I will move to my end step.
Okay. In response to your end step, for the end of your turn, I'm going to activate Mind Worker to gain a life, and I'm going to activate Belisarius Cawl, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? 12 artifacts, or 12 creatures. Okay. We're gonna take a Soul Ring.
Stupid Karn's Bastion, tapping for stupid colorless mana.
Okay. Chris is
You're done? Okay, then I have to move to discard.
Okay.
I will be discarding a Stomping Ground and a Tangled Islet.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. This gets a counter. Draw step.
I was looking at your card backs. Oh, that's adorable.
Is that the Father's Day dragons?
I assume. They're playing chess
Draw
with
step.
real life people.
Yes. I will get
A headless horse that's bleeding everywhere.
4 clerics.
Good job, Dragon Shield. Those are good sleeves.
I like them. Rotating ring takes up. What to do?
Finally got it.
Nine, 10, 11, 12.
Also, spoilers. Search for Glory is still okay if you're not running snow lands or snow permanents.
It is.
You have no sack outlets.
I do not have any sack outlets currently.
Okay.
Don't forget all of Schnell's creatures become 5/5s at next turn.
From what?
My
those
Antiquities
Antiquities
War.
So if you kill me, I might not be able to help you.
Don't pop my Antiquities War. I want to swing for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90.
None of that sounds
95.
good.
I can swing for 95.
Pop it like a cherry on prom night.
Tap for a white.
It was my prom night. My Antiquities War is fine.
Oh god, this is so gonna get real expensive. Antiquities War.
God! What does it do?
Exiled until this leaves play.
Okay. When does that leave play?
Setessan Champion
Give me a
trigger.
time, like 2
I
minutes.
draw a card. You get some snakes.
You draw 1 card, so I get
Yes.
2 more snakes.
Can I see the thing that you used to answer me?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Just trust me.
Exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. And it costs 1 less to cast for each basic land. Ah. Did you pay the 1?
I did pay the 1 white.
Neat. I assume you have all 5 at this point.
Yep, right in these 2 lands I do.
Nice.
I will play the World Tree as my land for the turn. I will proliferate.
Proliferate the snake pile.
Let's populate. Let's populate the snake pile.
I know, but
For-
it's fun.
Populate the snake pile.
I don't know why I have an odd number on here, but I do.
Probably because it started with 1 before Primal Vigor came out.
Too little, too late.
Story of my life.
You were on time that one time.
I'm just a little guy.
Same. We dwarves and hobbits are proud people. Yeah.
Do you have any flyers, Justin?
No.
Schnell.
Thank
Schnell? Schnell.
Correct. So, been messaging Lang since December 2nd. Not getting any responses. And today I acknowledge that he has not responded in several days. And he just went, "Hey, I've been sick since Saturday. I'll read and respond to your messages when I feel up to it." Like, I honestly appreciate that kind of text of just, "I'm not ignoring you and I'm not dead." Status update.
Take a fucking hint.
Stop messaging me about your Blood Bowl results. I don't care.
I will another new card for the deck.
Oh.
The Phasing of Zhalfir. Another target non-land permanent phases out. It can't phase in for as long as you control the Phasing of Zhalfir. I'll target Vicious Shadows.
Nice.
That sucks.
Oh, sure, you'll let him get away with it.
1.
Hey, you're the one who got rid of my sack outlet.
This gets 2 counters.
But when T
Draw a card.
Come on, baby. It's not like that.
Don't be like that, baby.
Don't be like that, baby.
I can't stay mad at you.
I'll move to combat.
Yeah.
Schnell.
Yeah.
10 in the air.
That's a lot. Down to 25.
Before damage.
No.
Going to tap this for an exorbitant amount of mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I will use 5 of it to activate Resourceful Defense. Move any number of counters from target permanent you control to another target permanent you control. I will move these 15 counters onto here, getting doubled by Primal Vigor.
So I'm dead.
It's the same for comes into play with X counters. So yeah, so you get another 15 on there.
I needed another 15 on there.
To move a counter is to remove it from one creature and place it on another. So then Fathom Mage's ability would trigger and you will draw a card.
See, I thought it was that way, but Teach said no. And he's our local
If
judge.
Corpsejack Menace is on the battlefield, you will double the counters. So yeah, so Primal Vigor does double the counters.
Do
Yeah.
not know how upset I am because
That's a bummer.
I'm literally my turn away from winning.
Really?
Yeah.
38.
So just for the funsies, what could have been. My turn. Don't even care what I draw. Don't even care what I Belisarius call to look for 12 deep. I play Treasure Vault and use that to play Soul Ring. I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then 2 more. So for 13, I do Salvaging Station and Summoning Station, and then the 2 more Grinding Station, and I just combo up.
Nice.
Gross.
Yeah, that was
The station
Chris,
combo?
you saved it.
You were half a turn away from the fucking
All right.
station combo.
When he deals damage to you,
I
going
was
to
looking
blink
at
some
the
stuff.
official comprehensive rules, so it took me a minute to find it, but I have the rule that supports this, so you're dead.
I know I'm dead. I knew I was dead before anyone said anything, but then people
Yes, but
said no.
I have the rule.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You got cards in here.
I'm going to blink. One of the things I'm going to blink is the Leyline Binding. Now it's targeting your Sylvan Library.
It is, huh?
And,
So, what does
this
that do
guy-
again?
It's just
It just
exile till
exiles,
this leaves
right?
the play. And then
You should probably bounce your thing
and the Resourceful Defense. So I will draw 3. So Tessin Champion will get 6 counters.
Okay, and I will get 6 more snakes.
Yes.
I want Nelson to get a sack outlet and win.
He got rid of my Vicious Shadows.
I
I'm
don't
gonna get
care.
enchantment removal
I don't
first.
care. I want you to get a sack
Get
outlet and win.
a sack outlet and win.
How many blockers do you have right now, Chris? 1, 2. Is Go-Shintai on the board?
No.
No.
Okay. Sorry, very confusing right now.
I have 4,
5,
5,
6,
6,
7, 8.
7, 8 at the moment.
8. Okay.
3, 4, 5. Six, 7. Discarding 2 lands in a privileged position.
Okay.
Would anyone judge me if I remove Karn Scion of Urza and replace it with a Shimmermere?
No.
Nope.
Good.
Is that the end of your turn?
I judge you positively.
I blinked. Yes. I am done.
Yes. Alright, untap. Upkeep. Draw, just 1.
28
Oh, yes, sorry.
snacks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I love the giggle.
2, 4, 6, 8.
So
4.
malicious.
Yeah, I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. Alright, I'm going to pay 4, and I'm going to cast Opposition. Tap an untapped creature I control to tap target artifact, creature, or land.
What the mother?
What the fuck? Yeah, there's the 4th. I was like, I swear to God, I tapped 4 lands.
Cannot do that in response to mana abilities, correct?
You cannot.
Correct.
Okay. Thank fucking God.
But you've got
then-
until the end of your untap.
Then I can pay 3. And I'm going to cast... I'm just going to move this over here. I'm going to cast Beastmaster Ascension. Whenever a creature I control attacks, I may put a quest counter on Beastmaster Ascension. As long as it has 7 or more quest counters on it, creatures I control get +5/+5. 24, 28 creatures. How many blockers do you
Never
have?
mind. I'm dead.
Okay.
28
Yeah.
times 6.
Swing out with the
like
Death
1,
Touch
2,
snake pile.
4. I wonder if
Just
I could.
Pick up the mic now and walk away so it trails off at the end.
As
So-
he's just kind of
28 5/5s coming at you.
Yeah, I think you got it. Whew! Snacks did me in.
Good game, boys. So, the group hug aspect of this deck did not really take off tonight. I got a lot of snakes. I guess Primal Vigor helped other folks get tokens and some +1/+1 counters and stuff, but I did not see anything that I saw the first time I played this deck, which was things like Horn of Greed, Howling Mine, all the things that were letting us all draw a whole bunch of cards, play extra lands, do all kinds of crazy shit. So it took a little bit longer. I was sitting on that Wheel of Misfortune in my opening hand. I just couldn't find the right time to play it because I knew after I saw Schnell go really wide with all his tokens, I wanted to play Perplexing Text, even though it would affect me as well. I figured it was a good, kind of sort of a board wipe there to at least reset all the tokens and kind of get us to start over, even though he was able to go wide pretty quickly right after that based on his board state. It was really fun to, again, have an early sack outlet with the Altar of Dementia so that when I drew into the Vicious Shadows, I had a response to Tej trying to pop it, because as soon as he had the Elspeth and he had the Tevish Zat along with the Primal Vigor that was really just letting him double up on all the token effects from those Planeswalkers, I knew we were in trouble. That Oros deck is really difficult to handle because it's difficult to handle Planeswalkers directly. And since we were giving him a lot of extra, well, let's be honest, I was giving him a lot of extra blockers by allowing his tokens to make extra copies, I had to take the opportunity to take him out immediately because I've seen what that deck can do. We joked about it when we played his Corvold deck the last time that we played it. We've got to watch out. And based on threat assessment, it seemed like the right thing to do at that time. It's always a bummer taking a player out so early, but I will stand by that, and hopefully we can still be friends because I think it was the right move. It was a really fun game. I did not know what I was going to be able to do after my altar got blown up and then when my Vicious Shadows got phased out, because I just couldn't seem to find anything that was going to help me through combat. I had 1/1 snakes that if I attacked with them, they would have Death Touch, which is okay. I had them for blockers. Luckily, there weren't a lot of flyers on the board. So my thought was, well, I can block and use them with Vicious Shadows, again, until that got phased out. But drawing into the Beastmaster Ascension is what was, able to seal the deal for me after Chris took out Schnell, who was going to win on his next turn, which allowed me to win on my next turn. It got pretty close there because Chris was, it was razor thin. He could have moved some counters around, done some things, potentially bounced or removed some of my enchantments and things that were going to help me win, and it would have been a totally different story. But that's the way the cards fell. I don't think I would have sequenced anything I played differently. I am glad that I held on to the wheel for as long as I did. I'm glad that I did not pick the highest number because I knew I needed to draw. The problem that I ran into this game was, even with the Sylvan Library, every time I was looking, it was 3 lands. So I think there was 2 times maybe that I took an extra card and paid 4 life just to try and get another land off the top of my library. But even when we wheeled, I drew, I forget what the maybe it was a Parallel Lives. I don't remember. I drew something in 6 land, and I was just like, I was looking for another sack outlet to be able to just go off and win before, again, Chris had removed the Vicious Shadows. So really fun game. It was really cool to actually get to use Vicious Shadows for the first time ever. So yeah, I love this Xyris deck. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty cool, in playing it 2 times only, how different it played both times. Shows that there's some variety in that deck. I really like the way I built it, and I look forward to playing with it again. I feel like it's efficient, it's fun, but it's not overly oppressive.
To the viewer at home, you don't need to adjust your YouTube playback speed. Nelson's talking really fast.
I always do. I'm sorry. I get all anxious. You might want to slow it down. We'll go back, slow it down, play it again. I will try to talk slower going forward. Thank you for that. That's something I always need to remember when I'm speaking. I love Magic.
I really liked this updated version of my Saga deck. I started out really slow until I drew Sanctum Weaver. That card tapping for multiple mana is the only reason my deck got off the mat and actually started rolling. If somebody had removed that, I would have been a non-factor this whole game. I got to see a lot of the new cards in the deck. Phasing of Zalfir got rid of problematic enchantment, as did Leyline Binding. Leyline Binding is a ridiculously good removal spell. If you are in 5 colors and you have 1 white mana open to get rid of any non-land permanent at instant speed, that's amazing flexibility. If I hadn't tapped out, I could have pulled some shenanigans. I really want to shout out Resourceful Defense. This was my first game with this in the deck, and this enchantment has so many applications for sagas and for counters, whether it be moving them around and just chaining through sagas, moving those lore counters from saga to saga to saga and just triggering right down the line, or moving them at instant speed if you have the 5 mana up as a activated ability is also something that really could have come into play there at the end and could have saved me if I had the full 5 mana open instead of 2. That card alone is something that wants me to inspire to play this deck some more and just find more lines of play where that card will shine.
All right, look. Nelson had a great combo on board with the Altar of Dementia and the Vicious Shadows. In my shitty defense, I was not aware that the Altar of Dementia existed. I missed it at some point. I asked if it was there and no one replied to me. I decided to take the opportunity to get rid of the Vicious Shadows, and in the end that was my undoing, and it was annoying and it was sad, but Nelson could have done that to anybody who targeted anything that he had. He could have taken anybody out, so it sucked that it was me, but it was going to be somebody. So in the end, I can't be too upset about it, because I would have done the same thing in his position. If anyone came at any of my stuff and I was able to take them out, I would have done the same thing. So the only reason I'm annoyed, I'm not annoyed at my good friend over there. He did the right thing. I'm just annoyed that I didn't see more of my deck. That's the only reason. Again, Oros has new things in it. We saw one thing this game. One brand new thing, so that was exciting. Woo! So Oros is going to see play again relatively soon, because again, I want to see all the new exciting things I put into it. I still really like the deck, even though it didn't get to do too much. It did some exciting things though. A Tevish Zod plus an Elspeth that made 6 tokens. That was real exciting. That was setting me up to put me really in a really good position. Once again, I had to mulligan down to 5 this game, just like the last game, or the next game, depending on when Chanel puts these out. But this Oros game, I felt much better with the 5 cards that I had. It was Lands, a Signet, and Kadric, I think is his name. I'm bad with card names. But it was a much more solid opening hand, and I was in a position where I could draw things, so I felt really good about that. And if I hadn't died when I did, I was going to get some decent card advantage, and who knows what would have happened after that. But the only question that I have that Once again, I prepared for this, but I misunderstood the assignment. This question tonight is for Nelson. Who the hell do you think you are?
So this was Belisarius Call's second time out as my Assembly Worker Tribal, and it is, in earnest, an Assembly Worker Tribal. However, it is a combo deck that just tries to get the stations out and win that way, and legitimately, I was a turn away from that. What really sucked was I was looking at cards 12 to 16 deep at a time, and I did not find my orrery that lets me cast stuff at instant speed, and I was not finding much of any of my artifact producing mana so that I could just keep unwinding clock and then flash stuff into my opponent's turn, and before the end of their turn, dig deeper and find more combo parts, because that deck can be much, much faster when I'm looking at a third of it every single round. So what my notes here for this game are: Vicious Shadows is bad, and no one should play it because it's a mean card that hurts Teach. Unwinding Clock continues to be a fucking monster and a powerhouse card that helps every single part of my deck do well. Shimmermare I need, because I need at least one more way of flashing out artifacts so that I can take advantage of when I do get the Unwinding Clock and start cycling through. And then as far as things I did not see that could have helped, again, the artifact lands, that they'd be untapped more during Unwinding Clock, and then ways of either flashing out stuff or Urza High Lord Artificer that I can just start paying 5 mana and then cycling through my deck and casting shit for free every single round, because Unwinding Clock untaps all my mana producers, and I just keep doing that every turn. So there are a lot of ways that this deck can get out of hand. It got more out of hand thanks to Nelson and his Predators?
Primal
Vigor. But even without that, Mishra's Self-Replicator is just really good in an artifact deck. And it doesn't seem like it at first for a 2/2 for 5. But each one being able to just, okay, for every extra mana, I just get more bodies on the field, and they go so well with Belisarius Cawl that I'm very happy with how this deck came together. I'm just going to swap like 3 or 4 cards, and hopefully I get the win on the next go around. But overall, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.